everyone, Siege Link here, back with another game of RedEye vs Stifle. It's currently tied 1-1, and we'll see how this next game goes. A little bit of a funny thing in between. Stifle heavily vetoed one map and refused to play on it. I forget what map it was. I'm not certain if it was Cyber Forest or not. I'm trying to think. It definitely wasn't Turbo Cruise. I can't remember what name it was. If it wasn't... I don't think it was Thunderbird. I can't remember what map it was. If it was Cyber Forest, I could understand, because I hate that map as well. But... Ooh, a little bit of trash talk from Stifle, seems like. Yeah, Stifle, from what I've seen versus you, I definitely think RedEye's a better player. If RedEye built a blind spore in every base in that first game, definitely would have won that. Yeah, a little bit of a misplay there. Not too big, still delayed a little bit. A little surprised to see this trash talk from RedEye and Stifle, because the server that we are from, the spawning pool server, is a very, like, innocent, peaceful, like, BFF type of server. I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't the fact that he went Reapers, it's the fact that he proxied them and went for only 2 racks. Oh yeah, I forget, Stifle's actually a 14-year-old. I remember that was mentioned once. Yeah, RedEye's a 19. I don't remember exactly when she mentioned this, but I remember she mentioned she was from Canada. And Michelle from the Squid Kids is also from Canada, who recently subbed to me, and I love her videos. Doesn't focus on YouTube anymore, just focuses on Twitch, because she originally had a channel devoted to, like, Splatoon tips, but, like, she covered pretty much everything she could have, given, like, the time she has. And Michelle actually reminds me a lot of RedEye, with only one somewhat small difference. Only 4 lings here. Right for the mule. Managed to get in the main. So everything. Hasn't seen a tech lab other than the one researching stim, so I think Red I can kind of assume it's not going to be Cloak Banshee. Unless it's a quite late Cloak Banshee. And you're not someone who's going to delay Cloak, because Cloak takes a long time. So Reactor on Starport, interestingly. That makes a medevac. And okay, this is actually quite pointless, because he might have 2 medevacs, but he can only put... He can't even fill up a medevac. Okay, now he can fill up a medevac, but barely. Okay, he's just making Marine, so by the time those medevacs pop, he'll barely have enough to fill them up. And Stim likely won't be finished. I think it's gonna matter if he boosts or not. If he boosts, it's not gonna finish in time by if he drops. But if he doesn't, should be. But a few Banes. Okay, yeah. Send a few more lings across. He does have vision of 3 Marines. The wall off coming up. Up, going. Is he gonna turn back? If this were me, I wouldn't turn back. Why did no? Okay. No. That was terrible micro there. Okay, this drop can still do some good damage though. This could definitely keep him in this game. He's gonna have to just stim in and go for it. Stim is finished. 4 queens. Just stim with the queens. Stim with the queens. And just go right for it. He's not boosting the medevacs. He probably should. Oh, nope. Late boost, but actually didn't need to pick up. Okay, he's gonna be able to kill all those queens. He does have a few more. All in the main, actually. He should be rallying those probably, but macro hatch, 3rd base. Okay. Floating both CCs over there. Already. Liberator on the way. I think with these Banes, RedEye should be able to hold on. Really should rally these queens, though. That's definitely a misplay. Send in the leagues without the Banes. And it was just pulled back. I mean, Stifle did have so little that the Banes were allowed to clean everything up except for the Liberator, so he will... RedEye will be able to hold this, but... was it really an equal trade? It seems like it's massively in RedEye's favor to me. Okay, it's going to come down to this Widowmine, I think. I said put the Widowmine here. Yeah, he didn't even clean out that Overlord. If he cleaned out that Overlord, it would have been a lot better, because that Widowmine would very likely be able to kill, like, 20 Banelings. Or, like, 20 Lings. But now, not likely. Okay. Does spot it, thankfully. He's going to be able to full wall off here. Side, a little bit of a late reaction. It's going to come down to these Widowmine hits. Classic runaway bait, and it looks like it's going to be GG here. Was Stifle target firing there? Because that Widowmine triggered wicked late. Just target the Baneling. Yeah. Widowmines are definitely not even close to as good as people say they are. They can often kill more of your own units. In fact, against carriers, Widowmines always deal more damage to your own units than to carriers because of how interceptors fly. So definitely should lift this base up. Still surprisingly around equal army supply. 4th hatch done. Despite being a very sloppy game, it's traded kind of equally. This is definitely a mistake, though, from Stifle. He's rallying just outside of the wall that he made. And actually, as I kind of predicted, that was not a full wall off. And I don't think he's actually realized that, which is quite bad. I'm not sure if RedEye spotted that Liberator. Widowmine in a good spot. And... okay, pretty big mistake. Didn't lose an insane amount, though. Where was that scanned? Up, oh, it was on 3rd base, okay. Queen dead. And a few drones, but not much. That Lib's definitely gonna die here. Third base down. It's a bit of a push here. Would love to see one of these Widowmines over here at 4. didn't think I double clicked that. Okay then. So yeah, you round equal army supply, but income pretty heavily, actually not that heavily in RedEye's favor. Decent chunk, but not that much. Like always, gonna come down to the Baneling hits, and what mind it's no pullback micro from Stifle. That's a pretty big misplay. But RedEye has not been doing well against the mines. I remember her saying herself that she always likes to go, when she plays Terran, she always prefers mines over tanks. And I do as well. Every matchup other than a TVT. Hatch is gone, still 4 left, so not that bad for RedEye. Actually, I just realized something. Does she not have any layer tech? I just realized she's been making nothing but Ling Bane. She doesn't have any layer tech. That's definitely a big misplay. Look at this. Mutus. Where is the Spire? There it is. Okay, because I was about to say it's the 10, almost the 11-minute mark, and there's no layer units. One about to finish for both players. Around the exact same time, in fact. No, neither player's gonna have an upgrade overall, but wow. Yeah, look at that. Less, like, 0.9 second difference. Okay, where are the Widow Mines? Okay, Stifle can still hold this. Yeah, the Marines are plenty. So with those guys, they don't even have Drilling Claws. Drilling Claws is a must-have upgrade for Widow Mines, especially if you're going to use them this long against Zerg. RedEye's going to go for a base down there. Going for this base, I personally disagree with. I feel like just build a base here and then build like a sensor tower on it, or like a supply depot here and here, and it's easier to spot. This you could rally units here, sure, but you're still going to want to put like a supply depot or a sensor tower around this area in case of that. Also, never put super supply depots in your wall off, because that's just making it more vulnerable. I think in general, people don't build, people should always have a few, if you're ever going to use super supply depots, then always at least put a few extra supply depots in your main, because never ever put them here. Because just imagine if RedEye kills those. Okay, he has got like, what, 70 supply? Like, you're just putting yourself behind by doing that. Army supply surprisingly not insanely in RedEye's favor. But, wait. Okay, it looks like she dealt with the Widow Mines. I just realized, did RedEye not build any Overseers this game? Because that actually could have helped her quite a lot versus the Widow Mines. Luckily it wasn't needed to this game. Both players' micro was very good for the most part, but a little bit sloppy here and there. And yeah, you just realized now, that's not a full wall off. That'll be it for game 3. So yeah, a little bit of missed micro from Stifle, a little bit, and not dealing with the Banelings well as RedEye, but pretty good I think overall. So I'll do it for game 3. I'll see you guys in the next one.